What's up, y'all? Top of the week. Happy Monday. Remember, make it a great week. Don't be negative on a Monday. And eliminate drama in your life. Eliminate people who are drama-filled. If someone is bringing you down and their energy is too toxic for you and you're around them every day, work towards getting away from that person. In this video, I want to talk about Keke Palmer. Briefly, I want to talk about her. But I also want to talk about someone who chimed in on it, who is a celebrity, who has a name, and someone who tried to give Keke Palmer's baby daddy some advice in regards to how he reacted after Keke Palmer dressed the way she dressed when she was at the concert, Usher's concert or whatever. Now, I mean, Keke Palmer dressing like that and displaying herself like that or whatever, that don't surprise me. You know, I mean, I think a lot of women of today, not all now, but a lot of women of today, they are taking pride. You know, we have people like Amber Rose who encourage women to do these slut walks and, you know, all these feminist movements that encourage women to be inappropriate and make them feel like, oh, that's being a woman, that's empowering themselves. But they still expect men to respect them like women, you know, even though they display themselves like sex objects, or like they ain't got no kind of home training, or like they don't have any class or any respect for their bodies. You know, I would think that if a woman is in a relationship, marriage, or whatever the case may be, she has someone that she's connected with, who she's happy with, who pleases her body, and if she respects her man, I would think that she would respect her body and not display herself and be trying to thirst trap to other men or just social media or their followers in general. But it is what it is, man. You know, I mean, my thing is, when I see that, it just lets me know that a lot of these women, when they go through a transition and their bodies go through changes, and then, you know, like Keke, she had a baby. She wanted to get right back up there and be something that men would want and desire again, because, you know, a lot of dudes have a thing for Keke. She is a very attractive young lady, but she is a mother, and I agree with what the baby daddy said, you know. But in this time, with these feminist groups, with the way, this arrogance that these women have, they don't care. They will gang up on you for even criticizing something like that. So her baby daddy is in a world by himself, and it's unfortunate for him that he didn't realize that he was getting with a woman who could change up after a certain situation, or, you know, or after she had the man's children, and all of a sudden now she wants to be out there thirst trapping and displaying herself or acting groupie-ish. That's her right, that's her prerogative. And unfortunately, when men are not the breadwinners, or aren't making the big bulk of the money, or, like, say, for example, if he's living with her, she feel like he can't say nothing to her. She feel like, nigga, I pay all the bills, or I'm the breadwinner. Well, how you even telling me this and that? So she gonna do what she do. Now, I feel like she's gonna regret a lot of, you know, the little extra weird behavior that she's doing. Well, not weird behavior, but the inappropriate behavior I feel like she's doing. You know, and I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of these women, they are selling their souls to become sex symbols, to be desired by all men of all races, so they can have all kind of options, and it can just boost up their confidence and their ego in themselves. You know, self-esteem is a really, really big thing when it comes to women. If a woman's self-esteem is not high, you know, you don't know what she might go She might go to some desperate attempts. She might take some desperate attempts to, I don't know, give herself some confidence and to feel good about herself. Because a lot of women are struggling mentally and emotionally. A lot of women don't love themselves. So sometimes they seek validation through other people, you know. And if someone that's like a celebrity like her that has some fame and she's been through some changes and she gained some weight and all that stuff, you know, she feels like she want to get out there and make herself the prize again, and you know, she feel like she got herself back to a certain weight. She want to display that. She want to show that. I don't feel like she has to show that, but this is just the society we live in now, where women don't feel validated unless they're revealing something about themselves, you know, or they're being desired by a whole lot of other men, even if they have their own man and they claim that they're happy and in love. But Keke's problem is not my biggest problem in this situation. My biggest problem is someone who tried to chime in and give his opinion and try to get some advice to Keke's baby daddy. And that person is Ricky Smiley. Now let me tell you why I have a problem with Ricky Smiley chiming in and saying what he had to say. The reason why I have a problem with Ricky Smiley is because he told in the video where he was trying to give Keke's baby daddy some advice, he said, you know, the way you went on the internet, and you know, it was the way you did it, the way you went on the internet and tried to dress Keke and put her out there like that. That ain't the way you do it. That wasn't cool and all this other stuff. But as soon as I saw that video and heard him say that, the first thing that came to my mind was, bruh, I know you ain't talking. As soon as your son died, Ricky Smiley, you jumped right on the internet trying to get sympathy from your fans and tell everybody what's going on. You didn't even give yourself real time to grieve. I didn't see not one tear out your eye, sir. You smooth treated it like it was just another day in the office. You know, you was looking real suspect the way you had to go out your way to report it immediately. Soon it was almost like you reported it before TMZ reported it. And we all know that TMZ gets involved in all celebrity deaths, or all deaths that are tied to a celebrity. And the fact that you had to jump your goofy, old, washed up ass on the internet and tell everybody what's going on, and you talking about everybody pray for me and all this other stuff. Like, nigga, you should have just been in your own space, grieving, connected with your family. That was not the thing to do, sir. You shouldn't have got on the internet right away reporting that your son passed away. Why didn't you just let the powers that be report that your son passed away while you're in your own space grieving? But you have not changed your routine since. You've been under the same routine before your son died, and you will continue doing the same thing right after your son died, like as if your son's life wasn't that important to you. But you just felt like, well, hey, my son has died, y'all, but hey, life goes on, we moving on, and we gonna be all right. He gonna rest in peace. He had problems, he had this, he had that. You liar. I don't even believe that man died of an overdose like they claimed. You know, there's always some suspicious crap going on where these people get found in a hotel or something. And you over here you just want to keep yourself relevant, and you want to chime in on every single celebrity topic when you the whole goofy out here trying to reinvent yourself, telling the world, oh, hey, I when I auditioned for Friday at the Next, I was supposed to be the pimp. Cat Williams was actually supposed to be the crackhead Santa. Well, nigga, that wasn't the case. You were the crackhead Santa, sir. You were the crackhead. Talk about, nigga, what kind of pimp would you have been? What roles have you played in the world that makes people feel like, oh yeah, Ricky Smiley make a good pimp? At least when Cat Williams came on the scene, besides his comedy, nobody really knew who he was. So when he came with the Money Mike pimp character, it was like something new to us. So we just took that in. But you, Ricky Smiley, you are not pimp material, sir. You are old, washed up, HBCU comedian. Shut up, bruh. What are you talking about? It was like right after your son died, you were trying to resurrect your career. Trying to make yourself relevant. Trying to make yourself seem like a player because you thought you were going to get the role for to be a pimp. But man, allegedly, in this video, everything I say is allegedly. Like everybody else say, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. But I feel like allegedly, Ricky Smiley, you sacrificed your son just to resurrect your miserable, measly career. Nobody cares about you, Ricky Smiley. Nobody cares about you. So why do you even care to chime in and speak and try to act like you some OG and give this young boy some advice? Actually, the young man was right. She is a mother. And she got a man at home. I feel like there is a way that a woman should carry herself. She didn't have to put herself out there like that or display herself like that, but it is what it is. Maybe he knew what he's if Keke was already putting herself out like that already prior to him getting with her, that's on him. But that doesn't mean that the young man is wrong. The women of today, they do need to do better with how they represent themselves. You know, because it's too much sex trafficking going on. It's too many women being abducted and taken advantage of sexually. And there's too many prostitutes out here who don't love themselves and who display themselves in a certain way. But a lot of you women who claim to be classy women and women of God and all this stuff, y'all looking just like these prostitutes. Y'all put yourself out there like these prostitutes, so to where men can't tell the difference. We can't tell the difference of who's what. We don't know who's a good, wholesome woman these days, and we don't know who's for the streets these days. Keke is for the streets. She just ain't for the regular streets. She's for the Hollywood streets. Keke is for the Hollywood streets, and she will do something strange for a little piece of change. That's one thing her baby daddy should have known. He should have already known that, like, nigga, you should know what you're getting yourself into. But at the end of the day, he did his part. He expressed how he felt because he was hurt and he felt like that was very unclassy. And while he's at home nursing the children or whatever, he got to see his girl out there and she's in videos and pictures with her ass all out. That don't make a man feel good. But Keke, this is the life she chose, and down the line she will regret some things, some decisions she makes, you know, by being opportunist and being extra out there for the attention and the sexualizing of herself so men can desire her sexually, which is not a healthy thing. You know, women it kind of gets women going when the man get them that attention, but when they get too much of that attention after a while, it becomes too much, and then these women start acting like men don't know how to act. Well, you don't know how to act. Carry yourself in a certain way, and men will respect you in a certain way. But Ricky Smiley, you need to shut your ass up, bro. Over here, quick to jump on the internet when your son died. No remorse, no tear. But then you want to act like you the OG that can give people advice, man. Kick rocks.